It hasn't been a dozen times. This is me and my child arguing about how many times I've restarted the video. Hello, this is Lisa from lisamhays.com on more than one take of this video. Today I want to talk a little bit about the dichotomy of being human, which is a super confusing experience a lot of the time for one very specific reason. There are two parts of our brain that are in constant competition for our attention, and those two parts of our brain send up really confusing and really contradictory messages most of the time. Talked about this a little bit yesterday in my video about reptilian brain. Sorry, kiddo distraction, anyhow. There's a part of our brain, that really animal part of our brain, that drives our experience, that just wants to stay alive. Just wants to basically eat and not get eaten, wants to procreate, wants to survive, wants to ensure that the species survives. And that animal part of our experience wants things a very certain way, which is very different than the expanded part of ourselves, which is that human part of ourselves that really wants to feel loved and be happy and experience life in an expanded way that is more intricate and more interesting and more, I don't know, nurturing and soul sustaining than just animalistic survival. So those two parts of our brain are constantly fighting for our attention, kind of at war with each other, and we live inside this one spiritual body and physical body that wants us to do two different things, which is why humans get this weird dual sort of phenomenon in terms of their needs and desires. They want to have security, and yet they crave freedom, which is kind of like they really like new things, like adventure, things that are interesting, and yet humans really resist change. But I think the one dichotomy on this sort of front that creates the most challenges for us in terms of happiness is we want to fit in, we want to be a member of the herd that absolutely blends into the background, while at the same time we positively want to be noticed and want to be seen. We all crave being noticed. We all crave that opportunity to be seen. And when we're trying to blend into the background with the herd, that is virtually impossible. That animal, reptilian side of our brain that wants to keep us safe doesn't really care about our happiness at all. Doesn't really care about our evolution. Doesn't really care if we're loved, as long as we're getting it on occasionally so that we can procreate. My wish for me and for you, now and forever, is that we can find the courage to sort of elevate ourselves above those animal instincts. Elevate ourselves above the instinct to just fit in, to just blend in, so that we can allow ourselves to be seen in our glory, seen in our uniqueness, and to be loved because somebody can actually see us. So I encourage you strongly, stop trying to fit in. It's not really keeping you safe anymore. You are not a herd member that is running from a lion and needs to blend into the background. You are a human having a human experience, and you deserve the connection that comes with being visible and with being vulnerable, because truly, that's the only way you can ever feel truly loved. So, yeah, big love to you. I will be back with another video at some point in the future. Hey, Kingston. Say goodbye.
Bye, Lisa fans.